our equipment can't do. You guys, if you don't know an answer to a question, you guys have access to that information. I know everything about my systems. So if you don't know the answer to something, give me a call and I can answer it for you. As far as cameras go, every single camera has its own transformer that plugs into an outlet. I know that there's multiple people that think that we can wire it into an outlet. If you don't know how voltage works, what a house's voltage is way higher than anything that can go to a camera. If I put my wires to an outlet, that camera's gonna catch fire. That's why we have a transformer. It takes that power, changes it from high voltage to low voltage to where it can go to the camera and not melt it.
Does the panel have a transformer?
Yep. Panel has transformers.
Okay.
The things that plug in are panels and cameras.
All go into an outlet.
Every single one of them take their own plug, right? Only one plug. So they'll still have access to the top one. Typically it's the top one, but we're gonna take one plug, no matter what, per camera or panel.
If you guys can't find an outlet, do you do light fixtures or any of that, or no?
No, that's high voltage. So we can't wire our stuff into switches, we can't do it into light fixtures, we can't wire it into the outlet, it has to plug in. Because it has to have something to take that high voltage power and transform it into low voltage.
I have two questions. So, can we set up a Google Speaker or the Hub to have voice commands like, "Hey Google, like lock my door"? If they have like a smart door lock as well.
Yeah,
Or,
you
"Hey,
can.
Google, on my alarm."
The
They can
Google
do that?
Mini does that?
You should be able to. You have to go into Google or into the Google Home app and you have to set up a routine.
Right.
So in the routines, what you do is you can, but you have to link their login to Google Home. So when you go to Works with Google on Google Home, you sign into their ADT Control app. They're already linked, but you still have to sign into ADT Blue. After that, you set up a routine that says, when I say, "Hey Google, lock my front door," it gives the device the command to lock the front door.
Is that something we can ask text to set up?
Most of the guys, they're not gonna be able to figure that one out, because it is a very tedious thing to do.
YouTube.
Yeah. Your guys' greatest tool to get the Google stuff to do things that you're wondering if it can do is YouTube and Google. Just look it up. Like, I've been called many times over things that I'm like, and I'm not saying from you guys, I'm saying from my technicians. They'll call me about something and I'm like, did you not take any time to try and find the answer? Because I'll type it into my phone, how do I do this? And the first result is exactly what I tell them, and it works. Like, looking stuff up, you guys have literally everything known to man in the palm of your hand. And if you don't know how something works, I do.
Same.
Just give me a call.
Same question for the Google Hub. So like they can obviously view cameras from that, but they can set up those routines through the Hub to disarm their alarm.
I don't know if you can set it up on the hub, because I don't know how smart it actually is. Because we have a lot of stuff that I don't have access to play with until I'm installing it.
Right.
So there's a lot of things that I've installed that I have no idea really how it works.
Right.
I know that it does work, and I know I can set it up. But as far as like after that, I don't know what like the extras it does.
Yeah.
Because I don't have one to play with.
Right.
I'd say so. Probably if a mini can do it, yeah, probably.
What's just like a couple cool things the Hub can do? Like if I'm trying to sell it to somebody.
As far as I know, you can like watch YouTube on it. And see your cameras.
And see your camera.
Yeah. Like that's the extent of the stuff that I can play with. It's really hard to justify to the company me opening up a 360.
Everyone's Googled something cool in the Wade area, but let's hear what else Spencer has to say.
So cameras, they do not see 180 degrees. No matter what you say to the customer, they will never see that white. It's impossible. Period. When you guys tell people stuff that is misleading, it causes a lot of conflict for the techs with your guys' customers. And instantly, now there's conflict, now there's problems, and now they have to resolve them instantly to save the deal. I save a lot of installs that I go to from being told something and it not being a reality is something that we can achieve.
Cameras are like 130.
130. Basically, if you go and stand somewhere and look straight forward, what you can see with your eyes, you will probably see with this camera. Your eyes cannot see straight to your sides, neither can our cameras. Our eyes can see wider than the cameras, but we can aim our cameras in a way that we can see a lot. So the big thing is you can't really promise a customer where a camera is going. That's a huge thing for the technician side is whenever I walk into a house and you guys have told somebody where I'm putting a camera, even if it's just a suggestion, they think that's the location it's going. 99% of the time, I tell them that you have no idea what you're talking about, and I do, because I do this for a living. I've installed thousands of cameras, thousands. I've installed thousands of these accounts. I know what my stuff can and can't do. So like a big thing is when you tell people where a camera could go, it anchors it in their head, and now we have to fight to get it in a different spot because it makes no sense to make it in this corner when they want to see what's behind it. I mean, or I can put it in this corner here, and it's going to capture everything leading up to that location along with everything else.
And on our sales end too, you build more emotion if you ask them what do you want to see as opposed to where you want to put it. Because where you want to put it is just, oh, a camera goes there. What do you want to see? I want to see my cars, I want to see my kids, I want to see my chickens. All that ties down way more emotion to it. Hey, you're going to be able to see when your kids get home. Hey, you're going to be able to see your shed out back. So if you ask them what they want to see, one, it helps you build more emotion, and it makes it easier on the tech because they put it where they want to see
And
it.
if you guys are ever wondering where a camera can and can't go, and you're like, it might not go there, ask to connect to their Wi-Fi and then walk to that spot. If your phone can't connect to their Wi-Fi in that location, there is absolutely no way our camera will. If you guys want to know if it like barely connects, all you have to do is type in Google speed test. It's going to pull up a Wi-Fi speed test and it's going to give you the exact speeds at that location for the Wi-Fi. If it doesn't say an 8 and an 8, there's no way at all. It's too far away. Most of the time it'll come
8
in
on
and out.
upload speed? 8 megabytes on upload speed?
So upload speed's more important than download speed for our cameras because our cameras don't download anything except for in the initial install. When you're looking at a live feed for a camera, there is no download whatsoever for that. It is all upload. Upload is huge for live stream. So if you want to see something, it has to have upload speed. So if you see a huge download speed with no upload, that's not good for cameras at all.
I might add something. If a customer's like, oh, well, where would they put it, or what would I be able to see? I just say, yeah, when my technician comes to install it, he'll say, hey, what do you want to see? And then he'll pick the best spot for you to pull it, and you can almost use it too as like an assumptive close that they're going to get it today and that they're going to get it installed.
What's minimum upload speed? Like if, oh, I want a camera back,
So-
detached on my,
I know that the numbers are lower than what I'm going to say. I like to see 8. 8 megabytes minimum. Because anything lower than that, it cuts in and out, it buffers, everything like that. So if I don't see 8, then I'm always mentioned, hey, if the camera doesn't always pull up, it's because your Wi-Fi speed is really slow in this location. Wi-Fi speed has a huge impact on anything involving cameras, period. Yesterday, I had an install that he had really good Wi-Fi, but it kept turning off for no reason at all. I don't know what was going on, it just turned off. He said it's a normal thing. I told him the cameras will shut off every single time that Wi-Fi shuts off. You will not be able to see your cameras. It took him a minute to process why that was. And it's because the cameras needed to work. They still record, but you can't see a live stream without Wi-Fi.
So it still save clips?
So what the Google cameras, the outdoor cameras are supposed to do is they're supposed to record 24/7. In the case of a power outage where the Wi-Fi does go out, they're supposed to record for X amount of time, and then after that it stops and saves its battery.
I think they just default to motion clips when they don't have a constant stream. They
Yeah.
just go as if they're wireless, and then like I think you can get up to 3 hours of motion clips once the power's out.
And
It's
then
about
once the Wi-Fi comes back up, it gets uploaded.
so like let's say, because you have 10 days straight
Yeah,
of feature,
so
you can go
flash.
after And 2 days ago, his Wi-Fi glitched for a second. If he went back to those 2 days, would it stop the recording, or would he still have?
If something was going on, he should have like at least video clips. It's not gonna be a 24/7 when the Wi-Fi turns off.
Okay.
Because then it's gonna prioritize its
It
memory.
says they'll,
His cameras are not cellular, it's just for the alarm system.
it says that they'll record to the internal memory and then upload to the cloud when they reconnect to the Nest service when they get Wi-Fi back.
Because whenever the camera's shut off from the Wi-Fi, it's prioritizing its memory over its recordings. So it's gonna record the clips instead of 24/7.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, so they'll record for 3 hours on local memory if the Wi-Fi goes out, and then once the Wi-Fi is back up, they can have clips of anything that came.
I mean, one of the big things I can say for cameras, whenever you guys are trying to talk about, like, if they ask where they're gonna go, say, I can't tell you guys where they can go. I can tell you if you want to see something, my guys will make sure you see it. Unless you're saying that we can see around the house. Unless you give them a bunch of cameras, that's impossible.
Another question, so, when the Google doorbell is in battery mode, you can't connect it to Google Mini, right? That's what happened on one of my jobs, like it wasn't connected. It said unable to connect, but then the whole reason that you would give someone the Mini is they don't have a wide-in doorbell that can chime through, so that was like, well, I may as well never give someone a Mini then.
So I'm not sure what happened there, but they do connect.
They do?
Because Google Home is essentially the brain of it.
Right.
The cameras don't do anything, the Google Mini doesn't do anything unless you have a Google Home app.
Right.
It's just like our panel. You can have door sensors, everything's programmed to the panel so that it can do something.
Right.
It can't do something without it having a brain.
Right.
So essentially what Google Home does is, the doorbell doesn't talk to the Google Mini, ever.
Right.
It doesn't. You can't press that button and then it goes straight to the Google Mini.
Right.
What it does is you click that button,
Goes to the app.
it goes to the app, and then that app shoots a
Right.
message to the Google Mini in order for it to talk.
So just
Everything's
like
got a
program
brain.
currently then.
You can ask him.
The one that I got today's doing that.
No,
He was asking, like Vivint, if they have, you use different wires.
just keep going.
Robbie, ask your question.
Yeah, so like for whenever you do like Vivint switches, like whenever you go to a home that had an old Vivint system,
Yep.
do y'all use the same lines? Same
Typically, yeah, because wires don't change.
Alright.
You can't change copper. Copper is copper, no matter
Because
what.
my customer that's gonna be calling today is a Vivint switch.
Yeah, all wiring has been the exact same compound forever. I mean, you can find some different types of wire that's unnecessary, just for different types of things, but
Wire's not
copper,
encrypted.
yeah, wire's not encrypted to a specific
And
thing.
they don't
It's just
set up
not.
their camera spots any differently because they want to match like the same spots all the way around.
Yeah, anytime they want to use the same locations, most of the time we'll reuse their wiring too. And then we'll just splice our own things that we need for our cameras onto that wire. So as far as like location goes, that's actually the tech's favorite thing to see is pre-existing cameras. Because then we're like, okay, cool, now I don't have to run 10 million yards of wire to get it.
Exactly,
So,
yeah.
It's fire. I think that's
What if
fire.
they want cameras, they don't have internet, but they'll get it like in a couple of days?
so we can still put the cameras up, but we'll have to return to put them onto the system. And anytime that happens, I've told my guys if they want to get paid, we're typically, it's annoying when they don't have Wi-Fi because that is a return trip. And if you guys didn't know, any services we do not get paid for. So that's just us spending our money to go back to somebody's house. That's why whenever you guys have no Wi-Fi, it irritates a lot of people. And that's just due to the fact that we have to do return trips. Now, whenever it's no Wi-Fi and we have to go back to cameras, we're fine with that because that's the fastest double OD we ever can do. We don't have to worry about Wi-Fi. But
And also, like, in your opinion, how good are the Google cameras? Like, I know that's crazy, but-
Your opinion.
honestly, compared to anything, compared to the cameras that I've installed before and the cameras I've seen with other companies, unless you're going in depth thousands of dollars into DVR cameras, these cameras are incredible. Compared to what we used to deal with, these are amazing.
Yeah.
Because these ones reconnect, they do 24/7, they're not video clips. They're very good at picking up things and notifying people.
The facial recognition is strong. We have 3 of the Google cameras at our house, and they rock. Like when other people show me their cameras, I'm like I don't talk trash to them, but I'm like, okay, my cameras are cool.
Yeah, anytime you see somebody that we take over and we put our Google cameras up, every single customer has the exact same reaction. They're like, holy crap, my cameras were never even close to this good. These cameras are extremely good.
All those IHaveTheAlarm.com cameras.
Good question, Corey. Good question.
How different is it for a tech to do an alarm only install if they don't have Wi-Fi? Like, is this just an alarm? It's just cellular. They don't have internet. Like, is
You
that
do not need Wi-Fi for a security system. Our security system runs off of a cell unit. We essentially have a cell phone inside of the panel. Don't tell them we have a cell inside the panel, because I don't know why, but a lot of customers think that they can pull this out of the panel. I don't know why. It's a chip. We put a chip inside of it that talks to the radios. I've had multiple people say, hey, when I have to call the police, how do I pull the phone out of it?
It's
I
like
don't
putting
know
a
why
cell
they
phone
think
inside the panel.
That's
Yeah.
That's from Dan.
He puts
That's
his
from
phone
Dan.
on.
There's a cell phone inside of the panel. Okay.
They're called a cell. It's a cell chip.
How do I take I know exactly where that's hilarious.
Wait, I already have a phone.
No, you need this phone. You need this cell phone in your bag.
Right now?
Yeah.
So when do I cancel my AT&T and get Verizon?
Spencer, you got any other? We had a couple other.
I was waiting for something.
Hey, Rob, you wanna get some numbers real quick?
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna get some numbers.
Turn me up, turn me up, turn me up.
Nate, what'd you get?
Bagel Nate 3. Bagel Nate.
Ron. Huh?
3-1.
Alright, 3 cherry. Let's go. Great job. Kyle. Good job. 2 spots. Come on.
0-2.
Fix that.
I'll get a clap. Zach.
Big old two.
Caleb.
1-1.
1 clap. Corey.
2-2.
Let's go, Corey. 2 spots. Alex. 0-2. Cooper.
big one?
Grady.
1-2.
Go Grady. 1 clap. Cam.
1-2.
1 clap. Colton.
1-2.
Let's go. 1 clap. We're streaking. Mike.
1-3.
Let's go. 1 clap. Colin.
Yeah, 0.
Big old Colin.
Typical.
2-3.
Woo! Typical.
2 spots. Steve. Matt.
1-2.
Woo! 1 clap. Ryan.
0-1.
Fix it. Fix it. Ronnie. Fix it. Ronnie. 1 clap. What are you doing today?
2.
Wayne.
Bagel 2.
Johnny.
Big 2.
Chase. 0-1. Banks.
1-2.
1 clap.
Did it get installed?
Definitely done.
It's about time.
Spencer.
2 more big points. How many of you guys have told the customers that the technicians will return and install something that they purchased?
Damn, call him out.
And it's not just him. I know it's not.
Wait, what is
because I
it
deal
now?
with it a lot.
Like, are you talking about lifetime warranties? I guess?
No, I'm saying if they go and buy a Google camera, we cannot install that.
Oh yeah, I already know that. Yeah.
Because when you think about it, how many of you guys go and sell something not to get paid? My guys do a labor job. How do they get paid on something that the customer purchased?
They can't warranty something that they didn't install.
We can't warranty that. We can't go back and take care of it. If it disconnects, that camera's now gone for the customer. Because once we leave, nobody else is gonna warranty that, period. Because it's not in our system, it's not in their contract, so it's not our stuff. So a big thing is if they buy it, they can buy the exact cameras that we use, and they're battery powered. If they can't figure out how to wire them up, say, hey, yeah, we can't install them for you, but you can put it on the wall and then charge it. As easy as that, super easy.
Just finance them.
If I
You
was,
make more money.
Yeah.
if I was to offer a technician to go back someplace, what do you think would be a fair price to pay the tech to
So-
go back and install it?
If it's a Google camera, if you offer them $50, which is what we are supposed to get paid for our cameras, then 99% of them are like, that's perfect.
50 per or 50 total?
50 per.
50
Okay,
per.
cool.
50 per.
Okay, so they want to do 2 more cameras, $100.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Oh, that's fine.
So
Stephen.
I wouldn't do that though.
If the customer is set up with one cam, one outdoor cam, and we charge them 63, they can still go back and buy more cameras and then use the like AET connection stuff that we give them. To power the
Just
camera.
a way.
Yeah,
They
so
have
if-
the
if-
plus on it 'cause you don't
If
have
they're
to.
anybody that's like smart with technology, anything Google Home oriented, if they can install it themselves, they can have it on their
It
system.
can connect with our
As long as it's
monitor.
Google Home.
And then it'll go on the.
But it's
Short answer is
Now,
yes.
the one
You're asking about the
catch
package,
is,
Colton. So if it's not $69.99, they're not gonna have 24/7.
No, yeah, I know they're not gonna have 20%, but they can. Let's say I give somebody an outdoor camera and they want to buy a doorbell camera like 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Can they use our
Yes.
thing?
1000%.
Okay.
It's the same app.
Short answer,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had people who were very tech savvy, you know, electricians and stuff like that. They installed a bunch of their own cameras. They had 6 more cameras they did themselves. And they get the 24/7 because they're paying us. And so it's on the system because they put it in themselves.
It's also cheaper through us, correct, or am I mistaken?
The Nest Aware.
It is. Yeah. Nestaware Plus is $20 per month for 10 days if you go online.
Goodness.
You go right now. We get it for
Damn, for one camera?
What does that mean? No, that's $20 per month for 10 days.
So if you went and bought a Google Nest camera and you wanted 24/7 for 10 days straight of footage, you pay $20 a month for that.
Okay, the $6 that we have on Nestaware, which goes from 63 to 69, includes the unlimited cloud storage for their Nestaware Plus.
10 days.
Yeah, in that 10 days, they get the unlimited cloud storage, they can record as whatever, and then they get 60 days of events up to 3 minutes long. But you can add cameras that piggyback off of that package afterwards, but they have to be capable of 24/7 recording. Like, you can't add a wireless camera and be up there and like, why doesn't it have 24/7 recording? It's like, yeah, it has to be hooked up to a power source. So, like, yeah, use your brain. Like, it's paying for cloud storage, and it's not going to record 24/7 if it's not hooked up to a power source.
And also has to be $69.99.
Yeah, and it has to be 69. Like, when you sign the DocuSign, it will say Nestaware Plus video package, $6. If that's not on there, there will be no 24/7 capability.
Period.
The doorbell doesn't have 24/7 recording.
Real quick, just a reminder on checking thermostat compatibility. It was like, what's it called, the C-wire?
Yeah, it's what it is constant power wire. Smart thermostats require constant power.
And how do you remove them again to check?
Oh, just pull it up.
Just pull them right off the wall.
Just don't do it. Don't do that.
Send it over to your text.
Some of them have little tabs that you push on. Most of them just pop straight off.
Is it only?
If you guys don't feel comfortable with it, don't do it.
None of you guys are insured.
AC units are not cheap.
Is it normally like a certain color, or it's just we're about where?
No, the colors don't matter. On the back, when you look at the wires, they're labeled. So they could be any color they want to be.
I didn't know.
None of you are insured. None of you are insured to be AC repairmen. So let's not do that.
Don't
ever.
pull it.
Ever.